Hey guys, Matt with CJ Off-Road here. Today we've got a 2017 Ford Raptor in behind us, and we're going to be adding on some parts to help freshen up this build and definitely add some more comfortability as well as drivability onto this rig. And we've got a bunch of parts out in front of me on the table, and they're from some great vendors here that we work with at CJ Pony Parts. And today we're going to go over what these parts are and why you might want to add them onto your Ford Raptor, and also check it out at the end to see how everything looks once we complete it. Now out on the table in front of me, I do have a set of Hawk front and rear brake pads and rotors. Now these are their Talon Series rotors and their Talon Series pads as well. These are extremely durable and they're going to increase your stopping force as well as reduce the stopping time going from 60 to 0. Now on a big truck like this that's lifted and got some larger wheels and tires, you definitely want to be able to stop just as quick as you can accelerate. Now as far as acceleration goes, we're going to be adding on the UPR dual valve catch can, which is going to help us get all that oil blow by from recirculating into our intake, creating loss of power. Now this is an entire kit here, and we've also got some extra pieces that UPR sent, so we can show you some of the comparisons between some of the items here. Now to keep all that to the ground, we're going to be adding on a set of these Rally Armor mud flaps onto the front and rear of this truck. With all the extra power and the stopping force, we definitely want to make sure that we're not taking up all those rocks and mud onto any of the people behind us, as well as onto that beautiful avalanche gray paint job. So we're going to get started installing everything out here on the table, so make sure you stay tuned, you don't want to miss this one. Alright guys, well, we've got the truck up in the air, and the first thing that we're going to be doing is tackling the front brakes. This truck only has about 40,000 miles, but these Hawk brakes are definitely going to breathe some new life on the stopping power of this truck on the front end and the back end in itself. So we'll go ahead and pull these wheels and tires off and get started. Get that action shot. So as you can see, we've got the factory pads here. They do have a ton of dust and a lot of buildup there. They are still in decent shape. However, these are not going to get the same grip as those Hawk pads do, especially when they bed down. So this is definitely a good time to replace these. They're still the original ones, and it's going to be a huge upgrade. So we'll throw these in the trash, throw the brand new Hawk Talon rotors and pads into this. We'll go from there. Alright guys, well we just finished up the front and rear brakes. Now we're going to be installing a set of these Rally Armor mud flaps. Now we are here on the rear, and as you can see there is some mud here. I cleaned it up underneath here. But what that's going to do is prevent all the mud and rocks coming off your wheels and tires flying off onto your body as well as your passengers or people behind you. This is really going to prevent all that road grime from shooting up in the rain, in the snow, and in the mud. So what these are going to do is give you a nice aggressive look, bolt right on with no modifications necessary at all, and look really clean. Now if you want to find a full installation video of this, definitely check out the YouTube page on CJ Off-Road. We have a full detailed installation that walks you through the entire process. For now, we're just going to get these installed and we'll go from there. Alright guys, so the next part of this installation, we finished up those Rally Armor mud flaps. We're going to be installing the UPR catch can here. Now what I've got on the table is a lot more than you're going to receive in your package, but you can upgrade to certain of these components if you want to upgrade the UPR catch can and make it more tuned to your truck. Now going from this side over, we do have the wide open throttle tube here, and you can purchase that directly from UPR with the pre-installed bung here, and that's going to be for that clip-on check fitting to go right onto there. Now what's nice about that is that you don't have to modify yours if you ever want to go back to stock. This comes already done, and I think it's only around $100 to do that, so you can just set yours aside in your shop and use this one and not have to modify yours. If you do need to modify yours, you can order that with the kit here. It comes with the O-ring, the Allen key, as well as that fitting to go right in there, and it'll work flawlessly. Now you can see we've got all the tubing here. Now that is standard, so you will get all that with it, but you do have some differences here. So we've got two different check valves in front of me. They're both constructed out of billet aluminum, but as you can see, there is definitely a size difference. This one is completely billet and comes with a billet check valve inside. It's for larger volume and for more oil to pass through. Now on this one, it's going to be a PVC and a nylon insert inside there. It's going to be lower volume and it'll definitely restrict it a little bit if you do have a more performance style truck like the Ford Raptor behind me. They also sent with us the PCV attachment here, and now this is an adjustable one that comes with 4 different size jets, and that's going to allow the different amount of PCV pressure to flow through it. It does come with a super tiny Allen key, which you can barely see, but that is all adjustable and it'll thread right into the end and clip right into the factory location. You're also going to get some extra O-rings to go with your catch can, and also you're going to get all the factory hoses here, which are going to clip right on. So now onto the actual catch can itself, you've got all 3 of these ports here. Now what I really like about this catch can is that you have both your clean and dirty side, and then you also have the positive crank valve, which means when you're under boost or your engine's under pressure, you're still going to be filtering the oil out of that, so it's not getting back into your intake manifold. Now when you open this up, it is all super nice billet, and you can see you've got your filter in there as well as your nice section underneath, and a quick and easy port where you can just simply drain that out. Now another addition onto this kit is going to be this last piece of hose as well as the fittings. And what these are going to allow you to do is remotely section this off so you can put this at an easier part for you to drain. It comes with all the fittings there that are even Teflon taped, and then another block off port there. Everything that you need to get it into a location that's more easily accessible so you can just simply reach underneath, drain it out, and you don't have to worry about it. You can still just use it just the way it is. You'll just have to reach underneath there and spin it off just like I did and drain it and make sure you're good to go. Now what we're going to do, we're going to get this completely installed and then show you guys the finished product. I'm super happy with everything I'm seeing here. Everything is billet. We've got Continental hoses. We've got Ford factory parts. This is a great kit and a lot of different additions and add-ons that you can add onto it to make it really customizable for your rig. Well guys, we just finished up this small build on this 2017 Ford Raptor, and I got to say all the parts we installed today went on extremely easy. It only took us a couple hours and we got a brand new set of pads and rotors brought to us by Hawk. These are going to definitely increase the stopping force of this truck and really give us a nice aggressive feel when we're driving it and slamming on those brakes around the corners, or when we're out on the trail and really need to hit those when we're in 4 low. Now on those 2, we also installed a set of Rally Armor mud flaps on the front and the rear. Now when we installed these, you could see a ton of dirt and mud flinging up there, and I can only imagine how much has flown up underneath that section. So these are going to definitely increase the ability for this to stop all that mud, and plus give us a more aggressive look and a really easy way to take them on and off. So if you want to put these on the trail, you can leave them on and then take them off for daily driving, or you can leave them on full time. They're super easy and they look great on this truck. The last thing we installed, which was out on the table, was the UPR dual valve catch can, which came with all those extra parts, and I talked about all the benefits of each of them. We got that installed in the truck and that is looking great. Plus it's going to definitely help us keep that truck running better and get all that extra blow-by oil to a can where it doesn't need to go back into the intake at all. Now I hope you guys like this small build, and if you like this kind of content, definitely drop a comment below and what you'd like to see on a Raptor, Jeep, or anything on this off-road page. If you want to see it, drop it below. Definitely make sure you like and subscribe to this page, and I'll see you next time out on the trail.